Hey, what's up? Welcome to a review of Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Um, so let's take a look at this movie. First of all I want to say about this movie is you should watch it. Unequivocally, whatever I say, you should watch this movie. But now let me tell you why. If you are a person who is tired of watching all these superhero movies and just want a movie, human interest movie, this is it. You're not going to find a better movie in 2017 for as a human interest movie. It has a great story. I don't want to go into all the details about the story, but here's the story. There's a woman who has lost her daughter to a violent murder, and she is upset that the police have yet to find the perpetrator. So she, in order to shame the police department of the small town in Missouri, she takes this, stretch of road, puts a sign on the billboards trying to shame the police department, saying, "Hey, why have you not found my daughter's killer?" And that's basically what the entire movie revolves around: how the police department reacts, how the town reacts to these three billboards. It's a good story in the sense that nothing is forced. It feels, everything that happens in this movie feels kind of real. Feels like it could happen in real life. It's not so far, like if you watch a Coen Brothers movie, then weird things happen in the movie and they are forced. You still like Coen Brothers movies, but you can understand, okay, I'm assuming that this is kind of a weird world and weird things happen in this world and I'm going to go along with it. In this movie, you don't have to stretch your imagination that far. You can kind of see, okay, these things can happen, and this is how human beings can react in such a situation. So as a human interest movie, I think it's fantastic. I think the story nothing is really contrived. I believe the story as we go along. The most important thing, why you should go watch this movie, is the frickin' cast. It is an unbelievable cast. Okay, so let's take a look at the cast, okay? So first of all, Frances McDormand is in it. Everybody likes her. She's an Oscar-nominated winner. She won the Oscar for, I can't remember now, Fargo, I think. In this movie, she plays a badass. In a lot of movies, you think, okay, well, this woman is playing a badass, but I don't really believe it, but I'll go along with it. But in this movie, you believe her. You're like, this woman is a badass. I think she's great in this movie. It's Frances McDormand, but I really mean it. I think her performance was fantastic. But let's go to this guy, Caleb Landry Jones. I don't know who he is. Apparently he's been in these X-Men or whatever. But I love this guy's performance. This is what he looks like in the movie. This is what this guy looks like in the movie. His performance is fantastic. So now let's go. Carrie Condon. She is from Rome. She was the niece of Julius Caesar in the HBO show Rome. And it was great to see her. She has I think a 5-minute part in the movie, but it was great to see her. Sam Rockwell, what can I say about this guy? This guy is fantastic. I think he's the most him and Don Cheadle, I think, are the most underrated actors in Hollywood. I think every movie I've seen Sam Rockwell in, he's phenomenal. And I loved his performance here. If you want to see a good Sam Rockwell movie, you should go watch The Moon. Or is it Moon? I'll put a link down below. You should watch that movie. Okay, so Sam Rockwell's in it. Now let's just go through with this. I don't know who these people are. Woody Harrelson, obviously fantastic. Everybody loves Woody Harrelson. I love Woody Harrelson. I was very happy to see him. I'm always happy to see him in any movie. This guy Zeljko Ivanek, everybody knows him. We've all seen him in different movies, playing cameos. He does a great job here. I thought it was a great job. Peter Dinklage. Look at this guy. To see Peter Dinklage not as Tyrion is such a joy. And he's a great actor. He has a great character in it. It's a likable character. I love the fact that Peter Dinklage was not Tyrion. In something I was watching, he was not Tyrion. I loved it. So Peter Dinklage is in it. I'm just thinking about all these people. Then, this guy, John Hawkes. This guy from Deadwood. I was like, when I saw him, I was like, I know this guy. He looks different now. But I was like, I know this guy. I recognize him from somewhere. And then I was like, my God, is that guy from Deadwood? Oh my God, it was so great to see him. And let's see, Clark Peters. Lester Freeman from The Wire. If you've seen The Wire, you know who this guy is. And I know that you want to see him in any movie. We all know, if we know who Lester Freeman is, we want to watch him in a movie. And Lester Freeman is a police officer in this movie. It's great. I loved seeing Lester Freeman. Well, Clark Peters. I like the performance of every person in this movie. Even like she looked familiar to me, but I can't really recognize her. But her performance was great. She plays Woody Harrelson's wife. Everybody's performance in this movie is fantastic. It's great acting. I think, whoever the casting director is, I'm sure he or she did a great job, but I think the director had a lot to do with who he picked as his performers. And I think he got phenomenal performances out of everybody. So now, whether you want to see a human interest story or not, which I'm sure a lot of you do, you should go and watch it just for the story. But if you don't want to watch a human interest story, just for the cast, this is an unbelievable cast. You should watch this movie. Lester Freeman is in this movie. Lester Freeman from The Wire is in this movie. You should go watch it. What should I give it? I'll give this movie a 9.5. I can't give this movie a 10 because it's not the greatest movie ever made, or in that one. It's not in that category of the greatest movie ever made. But I'll give it a 9.5 because all things considered, the story, the directing, the beautiful images. I think it's shot it's a very pretty movie. It's beautifully shot without going overboard. It's just the landscape is beautiful and the performance is phenomenal of every single actor. So if you want to see great acting and a great movie and a great story, all three things combined, I think it's a great pick. You should go watch it. 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. 9.5 out of 10.